Sorry, it's been quite a while since we've uploaded anything, but this video, if it all goes well, will be a compilation of, well, me giving, hopefully, the final update on the odyssey that this car has turned out to be. But anyway, hope everyone is doing well. Hope everybody is finding themselves in good spirits and great health, and we all get through this together. Not that a lot of you have been sitting on the edge of your seats waiting for the the outcome of this car, but those of you who have expressed interest and concern and given helpful advice, I appreciate all of you. And to the people that have taken time to subscribe, bless your hearts. Appreciate that very much. But we'll get right into it, because I'm sure you've got a lot of things that you'd rather be doing than listening to me ramble. So here's what we've done. I will, as you can see, the front of the car has been taken off because I had to replace the filter dryer, which was a odd little thing. If any of you ever have that to do on this car, Challengers, Chargers, etc., it's a little, this screw right here, where the inlet and the outlet nipples come up, 2 O-rings on each nipple. This thing sets down on it and is tensioned or secured by this screw. It's a Torx, I think it's in 14 or 18. But anyway, long story short, got the air conditioning going back on this. Not that it was really bad per se, it was just that it's not as cold as I was not as cold as we were hoping it would stay. And then while I was there, the driving lights are another thing, and then found out that the washer connection here had a leak, so most of the inner fender was getting cleaner than the windshield was, obviously. So replaced that, had to order the driving lights. They're coming in, and after taking a look at this thing, I don't know if it's going to show or not. These have gotten little cracks or fissures, whatever you want to call them, in them. I think this is worse on the driver's side because this is where the sun used to hit more than anything else. It probably is not showing up, but believe me, they're there. So while I've got the front off, I'm going to replace these because not anything that I have anyway can repair the plastic. But I will say that people on some of the videos have talked about that you remove the inner fender well, these 3 clips here, and then there's 2 that run along this way. Hopefully you can hear me with the air conditioner behind me. 2, 3 this way, and then there's a little air dam that comes in underneath this. Well, I don't know what, leave it to us to have a vehicle that there's more than one screw, one 10mm bolt. There's actually 3. There was one here, there was one here, there was one here, and then there's a clip way over here on this part that on top of the 12 screws and the 4 belly pan bolts that had to come off to get this. But anyway, it's off and we'll get it back together. But I will give you an update on what happened with the car and where we're at from this point forward. The car runs very well. If you're in or around southern Arizona, I would highly recommend Cima Automotive, C-I-M-A. I am not being paid by that person. I am not any sponsorship. Luis and his crew there do a very good job, and we're basically our salvation because I was literally at our wit's end. It ended up being that I just didn't go far enough with some of the diagnostics because A, I didn't have the appropriate tools, and B, probably more importantly, I didn't have the knowledge. But ended up needing a new computer, and there was some speculation as to whether or not the computer took out the coils or the coils took out the computer. Long story short, everything's back together. It runs very well, and I would tell you, hold on, no, I don't have that. Anyway, I would tell you, there are some things that I think people should definitely have as best as they can afford in their lives. You need a good doctor, you need a good attorney, and you need a good mechanic. Because they are indispensable when you need them. Again, we're not a sponsor, not getting any money for that. I just would like to see that Luis get the recognition that he and his crew deserve. Oh, the motor mounts, that was another thing too. Again, I'm not knocking any this isn't anything to rant or take anything away from dealerships, but the vibration, I don't know whether I mentioned this very much in other videos or not, but you come up idle or at a constant speed, it just felt like there was something vibrating the entire drive line of the powertrain of the car. You couldn't really distinguish it from the motor to the transmission to the rear end. The dealer told us that, yeah, it's the transmission. Quoted the least expensive was going to be just under $6,000. And I'm like, oh my God. So anyway, long story short, once we got the engine running and that it wouldn't die at stoplights, and God, it's nice to be able to merge into traffic and not have to worry about, well, is the engine going to cut out or come up to a stop sign, especially when everybody's around you and the fucking car dies. And then will it start? That's always the thing. Will it start? It's nice. It's nice to be able to have this back and be able to count on the transportation. But anyway, took it back to him once we got the situation taken care of and the engine running, and I said, look, is it a transmission? He had it for less than probably 30 minutes, probably 45 by the time he called, and I was dreading it. I'm like, oh God, what are we going to go into? He goes, nope, not the transmission, it's your motor mounts. Both motor mounts were completely shot on the front of this vehicle. With labor and everything out the door, it was less than $300. $5,885 versus I think $289 or $290, something like that. Remarkably money savings right there. And then the fact that, again, you drove it out of his parking lot, and it stayed running. It idles wonderful. It sounds great. The cooling fans down here, you can't really see them. I opted to put new ones in. This is the Extreme Duty from Dorman, because the other ones were stock, and the car's got just under 150,000 miles on it. And the summers out here are brutal. And then we did have new catalytic converters put on and new mufflers. Got rid of the resonators in the back. So it's pretty good. It sounds very nice. Not some obnoxious loud thing. You can actually drive and hear a conversation inside without all of the other drama that played out. And then also too, all the soundproofing that I did. When we were told there was a short in the wires underneath the seat. But anyway, long story short, I hope that this helps. Again, I'm sure none of you were waiting with bated breath for this. When I get done rambling here at the end of this video, I'm going to put in a compilation, a time-lapse of the power poles and the substations that they're putting in out here that I just haven't had the time to dedicate going like we used to. It seems anymore all I do is come home, eat, shower, sleep, go back to work, and repeat that. But again, I hope everybody's well. Hope this video finds you guys in great spirits. If not, I hope that you are quick to get through whatever turmoil you're going through. Again, if you're near southern Arizona and you need a decently priced, very knowledgeable mechanic, Cima Automotive, C-I-M-A. I will have a description and phone number in the video below. Again, not a sponsor. I get no kickback. We got nothing for this. It is simply a matter that he does excellent work. So, Luis, if you watch this, thank you very much. You and your crew are outstanding. And I hope you guys enjoy the video. Hopefully, we have turned a point where between my schedule and some of the other nonsense that we got going on, that everything will be copacetic and we won't have to have any more delays, because they are putting in a huge solar array south, about, well, from where we are, about 15 miles west of where we are right now. Anyway, I'll shut up. Thank you for watching, everyone. Thank you for subscribing. For those of you that haven't, it would be nice if we could get to 1,000 subscribers. But hey, you know what? I'll take everybody that we can. And for those of you who watch the video, thank you for sharing your time with us. Enjoy, everybody. Bye-bye.